I'm really, really trying to be as respectful as I possibly can be. I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. Stop this.
Welcome back to the Watch&Learn Hoops Academy. My name is Hugo Black, and before we get into this video, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Now, that clip that you just saw right there was a clip from Stephen A. Smith talking about Bronny James' performance against the Philadelphia 76ers last night. Now, newsflash, it was not a good performance. Now, to my surprise, he actually got in the game in the first quarter. And when they asked JJ Redick about it, basically he said the thought behind it was that he wanted Bronny to come in the game and bring energy. That didn't happen. He also says he feels like he may have put him in a bad spot. They may have jumped the gun a little bit just because he's been playing well in the G League. He's been playing it well in the scrimmages and practice, and he has tons of confidence in Bronny, so he threw him out there, gave him a chance. Now, Stephen A. Smith, instead of blaming the coach, JJ Redick, he blames LeBron James. So let's get into this clip and let's listen to everything that he had to say about LeBron and this entire situation because he let him have it low-key.
We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because of his dad. The first game of the season, opening night, the Griffeys in attendance, father-son duo playing in an NBA game for the first time, an absolutely positively wonderful story. And then reality sets in. We love what we're seeing from him in the G League because that's where you belong. As you hone your skills and you get better and you legitimately earn, which I believe he has the potential to do. I am rooting for Bronny James. It would be cruel to root against him. It's a wonderful kid. I wish him nothing but the best. But he's LeBron James' son. And everybody knows what attention that brings. Molly, Doggy, put them up on the screen because I want to see their face when I say this. Right now, Bronny James is averaging 0.3 points, 0.3 assists, and 0.4 rebounds. You know what people are saying. You know what they're going to do to this kid. In 13 games, he has played 44 minutes. He has scored 4 points. He is shooting 1 of 16 from the field, 0 for 7 from three-point range. How are you doing him favors? We know that he's not ready yet. And I'm saying this with compassion. I'm asking the greatest player in the game, one of the top 2 players in the history of basketball, an ambassador for this game, the face of the league, a 4-time champion, a guy that's gone to 10 NBA finals, one of the greatest we have ever or will ever see, who is a basketball savant. You know, better than me, better than Doggy, better than JJ Redick, better than Rob Pelinka, better than any basketball analysis or analyst that exists. You know what these numbers mean. You know what it's going to do to your son, to people who are missing out on opportunities, that are busting their tail on other NBA teams in the G League, in Europe, and everywhere else, what kind of opportunity they're starving for. You're exposing your son like this?
Now, normally when people talk about Bronny and they blame LeBron for certain things, I normally am super quick to disagree. But this situation, at least now, I'm kind of starting to lean on the same side as Stephen A. Smith. Like when it comes to Bronny being drafted in the league, being the 55th overall pick, going in the second round, getting to sit on the bench, getting a spot in the G League, having a guaranteed contract, I wasn't upset with any of that. Sure, cool. They drafted somebody in the second round, they put him in the G League. That doesn't really bother me. I don't feel like there's any problem with that. I think the people who are upset about that, just relax. Because in the G League, he's shown he's a solid player in the G League. My thing is when he's in the game in the first quarter. Because there are actual NBA players on the team, and if we need someone to bring energy, You know, we have people on the team that are able to bring energy, that have shown they're capable of bringing energy in NBA games. Why does Bronny have to be out there? Now, I don't know if that's, like I say, that's all LeBron James, you know, like did LeBron James really like call JJ or pull JJ to the side like, hey, look, I need you to play Bronny today? Probably not. But I do see how him being on the team, it brings the energy that, all right, let's really try to help this kid. As opposed to, what are we going to do to win games? Who's the best possible person to put on the court right now in order for us to win games? So, in that sense, I kind of agree. Do I think he's a bad father for this? Do I think he's exposing his son? Not necessarily. Again, I still think the coach should be the coach. You know, when Stephen A's reading his stats and he's saying he averages 0 point whatever points, 0 for 7 from 3, 1 for 16 from the field. To me, as the coach, that doesn't sound like a player I'm putting in the game in the first quarter because I need to give the team a boost. That sounds like a player I'm putting out there when we're down by 20 to the Philadelphia 76ers. Now you can let him go get a little run. That's what that sounds like to me. So, again, I can't fully blame LeBron. I kind of see it. I kind of get it. But I can't fully blame LeBron. JJ Redick, be a coach. Like, on one hand, I understand you're playing the Sixers. No Embiid, no Paul George, no Andre Drummond, only Tyrese Maxey. Which may have been a little, you know, I would have rather it be like only Paul George is there, no Tyrese Maxey. Because Bronny is a point guard. So if you put him in the game against Tyrese Maxey, what do you actually think is about to happen? I think the whole world knew what was going to happen. Tyrese Maxey went off for 40. It wasn't all on Bronny, but he went off for 40. That's why the Lakers lost. You know, maybe it wasn't the best game to put him in there. If you want to play him in the first quarter, maybe do it against the Trailblazers or something. That's why I want to say it's on. I still want to put that on JJ. But I'm starting to come around. I'm starting to understand the whole LeBron thing. But I'm still not mad. I'm mad the Lakers lost. You shouldn't have lost that game. But if Bronny plays bad, Bronny plays bad. But the whole world is kind of up in arms about it. I just think let Bronny keep developing in the G League. And let him get to the point where he looks like an NBA player. I talked about Reed Shepard one time, how his first game in the G League dropped 40. Isaiah Thomas, proven NBA player, he just came back to the G League. First game, dropped 40. Those are the type of things you want to see consistently from Bronny in the G League. He did have that 30-point game, but he's averaging 16 points, which means he's a solid G League player. So he's still working. Before I'm throwing him out there in the first quarter, I want to see you hoop like the people who deserve to be in the NBA, because there are some really, really good people in the G League who are actually NBA players, but they're not getting time in the game. So you send them down there to, you know, just work on it. And until Bronny proves himself like that, sit on the bench, learn, play in the G League. That's what it should be. Again, I blame JJ Redick. Stephen A. Smith blames LeBron. I want to know in the comments, what do you guys think? Whose fault is this? Do you blame LeBron James? Do you blame the coaching staff? And I'm going to say it again. Just make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so we can keep these videos coming. I'm seeing the momentum building. Loving talking to you guys. Let's keep it going.